Hey, historians, welcome back to another great episode of the Historically Haunted Vodcast through StreamYard on Facebook. I'm your host, Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter. Well, as my mom called me, Adam Began. And today, before I bring on our great guest, we have our first sponsor. And I want everybody to get a chance. If you get a chance, go check out her page. Send her some love. She's also another psychic medium in the field. Her name is Anna G. She's from a family of gifted communication speakers. Everything from clairvoyance to mediums to psychics, kind of in her bloodline. She's been reading for 13 plus years, based out of Milford, Connecticut. You can reach her at A Gardner, all one letter, all one word, AGARDNER 1977 at yahoo.com. She does do private parties, events, and even just one-on-one stuff. You can give her a buzz. Check out her Facebook page, Messenger. She does accept cash, Venmo, and PayPal. So that is, once again, readings by Anna G. So a little bit about our guest today, historians. AJ Bennett, he's a pro gamer. He's a good dude. His high school sweetheart, he married her. Her name is Allison Bennett, a.k.a. Allie Bennett, also known as Allie the Psychic Medium. They had a beautiful daughter, Iris, who's currently sleeping. But she has been undercover in this field. She's been someone, not only not known, but she's not one to do drama and all that fake stuff, and she's kind of hanging up the boots, so to speak. So what I want to do real quick is I wanted to bring on something from her. Let me see. Oh, I messed up. 1 second, guys, because she's on more or less a farewell tour. This is going to be her basically her last hurrah. So let's just check this out real quick, if I can. There. So that's more or less the news. So without further ado, we're going to bring her on as soon as I bring myself on here. And let me see. Oh, did I mention she's an author? And she also wrote a book, Living with the Dead, Author Allison Bennett's acclaimed psychic medium. It's her novel-style memoir depicting the ins and outs of the spirit world. She sent me, look at that. This ain't no chizzy little flip book. This is a hard copy. Personally autographed, I thank you. And AJ threw me a little skull, little pothead skull there. I get that in my collection, which is very, very dope. So without further ado, let's bring on the crew, the couple. Why are they so small? There they are. Hey, what's up? Is that too big? That's too big, or is this?
That's perfect.
Perfect.
That's good because you'll see the thing out back. So yeah, guys, don't forget we have a star system going on. You hit that star. You guys can. I'll give you a shout out. You guys can see everybody in chat. I don't want to bring everybody on because I seem to do that. Every show is about everybody in chat, and I want it to be about my guest. So if they give a star, which is 99 cents, I'll give them a shout out. Go ahead and do it. So what's up, Allison and AJ Bennett?
Well, today's a crazy day, but
Yeah.
I'm glad it's over with. I'm glad we're here with you.
Chilling out, kicking back, winding down.
You deserve it. You guys told me the little girl had a rough night, which means mom and daddy have a rough night. It's not like she can get up and go. She needs mom and daddy. You guys are the
Yeah, it's been something lately.
Yeah. And then to kick it all off, like I said, I couldn't be more honored to have you. I believe I was, if not your first show, pretty close to your first show. And then I seem like I might be your last show. Nothing's forever. Who knows in 10, 20, 30 years? You can't say that.
Exactly.
But for now, Allie Bennett, you've been such an inspiration in my life. I can't say that. I'm so proud to be a sunflower. Her followers are sunflowers. You know, they grow out of the weeds, we sprout up. And there's been times when she's been things like, oh, you know, your mom says, I'm so proud of you, my boy. Like I've been to psychic mediums. They all say, mom loves you. But you said that. You said my boy. She said that to me. And ever since then, Allie, you and AJ ever need a motherfucking metal singer to come out and kick some ass, I got you. I will kill. I got plenty of places to bury bodies where I live.
We'll hit you up, dude. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you both, man. AJ's a good dude. I know he's the Master Chief. He's the gamer.
He is my master.
And you guys, I want to start real quick, a little personal. We brought it up last time, but for the new listeners, thank you everybody for watching. Wow, really quick on there. Rachel King, Blood Pigs. It's an OTEP song. Rachel King, she's the Candle Witch. Thank you so much for all your support, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
So you guys have been together since the early days, huh?
Yeah, we've been together since we were 12 and 13, so long time.
I love that. I've seen the little pictures, and you can almost see you guys growing as a little family.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat. But I gotta admit, AJ, she does love you to death, and of course, she does love Iris and her sunflowers. But there is one person. I took a picture one time, and she commented on it, and she said, "Wow, he's. I think I like him a lot." And
I love that.
I met Spider-Man a couple years ago, and I told him, "Look," I said, she's married, Spidey. Mary Jane. I had to pull that out. I met him like 10 years ago at a place in Lewiston. I was like, "Spider-Man, what's that?"
I thought I was gonna get in trouble for a sec.
No, I knew I wanted to warn you, but I wanted to kind of fuck with you a little bit. I figured that'd be a good one. I was like, what the fuck did I say?
Yeah.
He's a big Spider-Man Marvel fan, as is AJ. You guys are gamers and Master Chief and Halo and all that shit. But Spider-Man's your boy, huh?
Yeah, he is. My best friend that passed away in September, she always said that I was like Spider-Man to her. So, I mean, I loved Spider-Man my whole life, but after she told me that, it's just been something that I really treasure. And whenever I'm down or something, I always, look up Spider-Man quotes or look up TikToks of Spider-Man, just anything like that, just to make me feel better and keep going, because I know that's what she would want me to do.
Wow. I mean, behind everything, it seems like you have this big inspiration. It's not like you just like something for something, which is amazing. Yeah. I think everything that you like should have a worth to it. So it should have some sort of special meaning. Yeah. And I know you love Spidey. You're always changing your cover photo and shit. So there's a reason behind that. I get that. I mean, obviously, Peter Parker's the man anyway, but still, because you look and he's like a little geek. He's like, oh, this guy can't do nothing. But then he's picking up garbage trucks and shit and flying off buildings. Like, little power punch. So what was your inspiration behind this beautiful hardcover novel that you've decided to? I know it took you a long time. You said you wanted to do it for years, but
so I've had just this inspiration to want to do that for years. But the problem was I had never came out to, most of the people in my life and told everybody that I was a medium. Most people kind of knew, but it wasn't to the point where everybody around me knew about it. So writing a book about it would have been difficult, and I didn't want to deal with all the family drama. So I waited till I got a little bit older and I got more experience, and I wrote the whole book in 4 weeks, because once I got inspired to do it, I didn't put it down. And everything about me and everything about why I did this and every essential part of my journey with mediumship is in that book. And I don't filter anything. I am very transparent and genuine and raw. There are a lot of things that I talk about in the book that people don't know, and things that I've been through that people don't know about. I even shared a story in the book towards the very end about when I was sexually assaulted. And that was something that was very difficult for me to talk about. And I wanted to share it because it ended up intertwining with my mediumship journey in a certain way. And I'm not going to give it away just for those that are going to read it. But everything about me is in that book.
Yeah.
Wow.
She poured it all out.
What's that, AJ?
I said she poured it all out. She pulled all stops on it. And I'm very proud of her for it. She did a lot of things in there that she never would have did, 3-4 years ago. She never would have done them 3 or 4 years ago. So I'm very proud of her.
I'm not to cut you off. I just saw the kitty go by. I'll back you. I love how you do your thing from behind the shadows, so to speak. You're like the Oz, but you push your girl, don't you, AJ?
Yeah, he does.
Her, huh?
I always do. Always about everything, anything I can.
He's my biggest fan.
And Iris, of course, is right there in second place. And I think I'm in a third. Maybe I'll right back there in third. I'll take the top five.
You're third, bro.
I'll take the top 5. And like you say, we've chatted. I mean, AJ's listened to my music. Whoa, yeah. When I used to sing and shit.
Oh, good, bro.
You know what I mean?
I'm waiting on the CD.
Yeah, that's fucking. You got even Allie's like, dude, that's dope. And I'm like, I gotta find a CD and mail to y'all. So,
fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You're a cool dude, man. Like I said, I know you don't post much, but you do gaming shit. But I'm always checking AJ. I'm like, did he post something new yet? But Allie, man, you got her back. You kind of like with Heather. Heather does her thing, but I'm all over Facebook. So
yeah, me too. I'm the social media butterfly, and he's He likes to support me where he can, but he's not very outgoing on social media.
That's a good thing.
I'm a lurker. I lurk. I
Yeah.
observe.
Brain you, brother. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, now that the book's out, I mean, let's, I know we got plenty of time, but I want people to know, because people kind of drop off towards the end sometime. I don't think they will for this one, but while we have people in the front here, where can people pick up your book, Allie?
So
Psychic
if you look
Medium.
up AllieThePsychicMedium.com/livingwiththedead, you can actually download it for free off of my website, or you can order a physical copy too.
And if you ask nicely, she might sign it and autograph for it like I did.
Absolutely.
Let's go to my personal collection with my other shit, all my stuff.
It means a lot to me, dude. Thank you.
So what is I know this is probably a hard question because you probably don't have a lot of free time, but what do you guys do for your free time? Do you guys go bowling, watch movies? Do you have a lot of
So right now we've started binge watching The Walking Dead again. I've seen it like 6 different times, but we restarted watching it. I even have a Walking Dead tattoo because it was like a huge part of my life when I was younger.
wow?
But we either watch Netflix, like rewatching TV series, or we game. To be honest, we're not the most exciting people in the world. Like we don't really do much because we work so much that when we have free time, we cherish every single moment of it. So we're kind of like loners, I guess.
We're talking with Allie Bennett, the loner, with her husband, the loner. I guess 2 loners make a double lone or twin loner. I think it's maybe. I said I wouldn't give shout outs to those people who gave money, but I don't expect you guys to pay money. So we're saying what's up. Father Ken saying what's up.
Hi, Father Ken.
Alexis Aaron, candles by Alexis, man. I got my cupcake candle from her. She's killer.
Order one of your candles.
Yeah, you got to. Heather says hello, my girl. Is your video off? Oh yes, that was the beginning. Jean Tewksbury, she takes care of works at the Cryptozoology Museum with Lauren Coleman. They look for monsters, Mothman. She's like a big cat girl. She looks for wildcats in Maine.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's a curator there in Bangor, and yeah, Jenny saying hello, hey everybody, saying hi. Rachel King, Candle Witch. She's got. I just bought the Witch Orgy candle off her. Well, I had her on my show with Heather, my girl, and then Alexis, and I go and another candle guy. I'm like, you're all witches, like a witch orgy. 2 weeks later, need the Witch Orgy candle with leaves.
I fucking love that. That's awesome.
Oh, and it smells like a witch orgy, I guess. I don't never been there. I don't know.
Whatever. Perception of what a witch orgy smells like.
I guess, man. It smells pretty sweet. I'll tell you that. I mean, you guys know. Father Kenneth Torres, exorcist, demonologist, says hello, Allie and AJ. And of course, John Bernier, who he's fighting cancer up there.
Hi, John.
You, Allie. Yeah, John's really a good dude. As you can tell, there's a couple scummy people in here, but for the most part, he's a good dude.
He is. He's awesome. Him and Linda both.
Yes, Michelle Rack. Hi, Haunted Souls Paranormal. You guys are too cute. Oh, and me too, right? All 3 of us are just the. Everybody looks at the bearded freak, right? What's up? Hi, Adam. Hello. Thank you, Lauren Perez and the Radicals. They were just on that Resurrection show on Hulu. Lauren and Danny Perez, they got a big hearse they drive around in, big black hearse.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
yeah, they make Ouija boards like coffin wood. Yeah, what's up, Lauren?
That's awesome.
Fucking all the good people, all the big wigs are coming. Oh, a fellow The Walking Dead fan. My favorite were the first 3 seasons, I think.
Yeah.
It was more raw.
This season, what season are we on right now?
Season 5.
Yeah, we're rewatching through season 5 right now, and it's kind of getting to that point where it's like starting to get boring. But once you push through it, it gets a lot better.
It's more about the humans towards the end. Like the governor takes over the jail, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to the zombies? Where's all the dead? It sounds like the paranormal field. We're in the streets of dead, but come shake hands with us at a Paracon. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
We were talking about this the other day, and so I was like, what the hell would it be like to be a medium in a zombie apocalypse? Like, would I hear dead people anymore, or would I just
the living people following their dead body, being like, why the fuck am I like this?
Yeah,
what the fuck happened?
I can't even imagine.
AJ, you got a point. Yeah, it's true, Allie. Like AJ said, what the fuck happened? Like, and then you don't know if are they fucking with you? Like, I need help. And just kidding, I want your brains.
Right? Yeah, crazy.
That's fucking hilarious. That's killer. I love how you guys like that. I mean, you're younger, and that's the way the younger generation is. I mean, I'm 44, so everybody's younger than me. But you guys get it. I think I like that because my generation was just fucking let's get high and play Mario Kart. But you guys actually think, and I think that's what's killer. You guys. Look at this joint. It's wrapped in dab oil and covered in keef.
That's
Well, I
what
mean,
do.
I'm not gonna say I've never said let's get high and play Mario Kart before.
Ah!
I have.
Like, well, you know what I mean. You're an inventive. You guys are you guys are thinking. Shit. You guys got any questions for this power couple? You guys get any questions? Allie's, she's got a couple more engagements. She's got a couple things, I guess, for the rest of the year, possibly till the 2024-ish. But for the most part, she's I mean, you never really hang it up. Spirit's not going to go, okay, Allie, I'll on to the next one. You're still going to have it.
Yeah,
but as
I will
far
always
as
have it. It's just I had to come to a decision, and it was a hard decision to make because I've tried to make it in the past, and I always ended up going back on it because I didn't feel like it was quite time yet. And I always wanted to let Spirit be the one to decide when I was done doing this. And typically on a daily basis, I would feel and interact with spirits all day long, whether it was something I wanted to do or not. They're always here. And over the past few weeks, that has not been the case. And when that started happening, I knew that I was getting burnt out. And so they're pulling back. And now I want to follow their lead and just kind of give myself a break because I've been doing this nonstop every single day, even on holidays since 2020.
Every day.
So
every day. And she's like, you can attest. Well, I saw your video. Like you say, it's like, it's you follow the cards into this, and now you're kind of following them out of it. You kind of just let it roll, and you don't owe an explanation to no one, Allie. I mean, obviously you're an inspiration, and you're still going to do positive quotes, and hopefully you don't fucking defriend me or block me after this.
No, absolutely not.
Come on. But you know what I mean? But like, it's not like you don't owe anybody anything. You have a baby girl, you have your husband, you're a young family, and who knows, 10 years from now, you want to open up your own shop, do shit. But for now, you got to grow, and you, like you said, you're fucking beat.
Yeah,
I'm every week. You're fucking tired.
Yeah, I am. It's exhausting. It really is.
Like you said in your video that you shared on TikTok, you said, you were kind of, and I say this with all love because I'm a freak too, but you said you were kind of considered a freak. Your friends' parents wouldn't let your friends play with you because you quote unquote spoke to the dead. Exactly. You kind of so. If people see that, they go, "Oh, look at she's all done up, and AJ is a cool looking dude." But the thing is, looks are only one thing. But when you say that shit, that freaks people out. And you can be the most popular cheerleader in the world, but if people think you're talking to the dead, you're a fucking outcast. You're Wednesday Addams. And now it's cool. It's cool to be a medium. It's cool to have a Harley Davidson and tattoos. 20 years ago, it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The early 2000s. That's when I would have been in grade school, and I remember a time specifically when I was out at the playground, and I didn't really have a lot of friends to begin with because I was really shy and my ability didn't really help me with that. But there was a group of boys that were playing on the playground that I went up to because I'd never seen them before, and I wanted to play with them, and they wanted to play with me. So I was happy to have friends.
Yeah.
Eventually, I remember that one of the little boys kept pointing to the highway, and I asked him why he did that, and he was like, "I got hit by a car." And then I knew that he was dead. And so my teacher, the assistants on the playground, came over to me and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm just playing pretend." And she's like, "No, you aren't. What are you doing?" She's like, "Get back there with everybody else." And I mean, she went out to the point where she got me in trouble for literally just standing off in a corner, which would just look like I was talking to myself. But it was just things like that all the time. And, the word in my town spread rapidly, and it was just really unfortunate. All my teachers were really shitty about it, and all of my friends that I had in school would pretend that they thought I was cool, and then they'd go home and tell their parents, and then they would be mean to me the next day. So with my ability, I really never had it easy with it until the past 3 years when I was able to find my niche with it all and be able to express myself without any filters or anything like that. So I'm thankful that I was able to finally find a way to accept this, because otherwise I wouldn't have.
You almost had to go on this journey to it's almost a soul searching journey. Like, what am I? Am I crazy? Is this a gift? Am I bad? I mean, obviously you're not, but it's like, am I really a fucking weirdo? Because people start telling you that so much, you almost start to believe it, even though you're not.
Exactly. Yeah. And I did for a while. I mean, my parents did everything that they could to their power when I was younger to make sure that there wasn't something wrong with me. I mean, I had every single test done that you can possibly think of as a small child, and there's nothing wrong with me. And in my book, I talk about a time where I was about my daughter's age, and my neighbor was murdered. and nobody had known she was murdered yet because she was murdered by her son. And she was somebody I saw and talked to every single day. And I walked out into my backyard to tell her good morning, like I always did every day. And she was looking at me really weird, and her lips are blue, and she just didn't look like her. And I told my mom that I thought I made her sad because I said something about her lips. And at first my mom was like, oh, she's fine, you know, I'll call her later. But then it didn't leave me alone. And eventually, when I get connected to a spirit, it's like my vision locks onto them and like zooms in on them.
Yeah.
And that happened. And when it happened, I saw everything that happened to her and how she was killed. And shortly, like later on, a police officer came to our house to tell my mom that she was killed. And my mom was just like, ironically, as white as a ghost, and had me tell the police officer everything I saw in the vision I had. And everything I saw was right. And even the cop was freaked out, and he was like, you sure you didn't go in there? You didn't see anything? And my mom was like, she was with me the entire time. There's no way that she saw that. So
wow. Plus, when you saw her, she'd already been dead by this time.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She touches on all of that and goes way more in depth in her book.
Yeah.
I think it's the first chapter, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's in the first chapter.
What a good fucking man. What a good man. What a soul man. I got to ask you real quick, not to take away from Allie, because that's fucking mind blowing. We have some questions for you.
Yeah.
AJ, have you been open to this, my brother? Did you say at first go, she's bullshitting? She's trying to get me.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, when we first met, like, I came from a really sheltered, super Bible thumping, hardcore Christian household. Like, you know, going to church every Sunday and like.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, oh, it's all right. Dude. Yeah, there's a lot of time I can't get back. But you know, every Sunday going to church, going to youth group, going to this, going to that. So honestly, I didn't even have any knowledge of any of this shit other than what I saw on movie and TV. That was it.
Once you're dead, you go on the ground until God calls you up. So our souls are in the ground. That's what Christians, Catholics say. Yeah. You're dead, you go on the ground.
So now, see, when you're dead, and when you're a Methodist, you either go straight to heaven or you go straight to hell.
Oh, so you're a Methodist? Yeah, I was Catholic, which is even worse. I should be in hell 5 times over burning already, but you're a Methodist.
I'll be right there with you.
Yeah, same. If it exists, we're going. You know. Yeah. So
whatever. You burped? That's 5 Hail Marys. Get in the corner. You burped?
Exactly.
But yeah, so like I remember the first time that I witnessed her see something. We were actually in a church. We were in a Baptist church because when her and her family went to church, they went to Baptist church. They were Baptists, Southern Baptist. And we were in a Baptist church at a youth group event, and we were playing canned sardines. Sardines is what it's called. It's just like hide and go seek, but you're in a pitch black, you know, all the lights are off basically.
Oh, I remember that when I was a kid. Yeah. I don't, yeah.
So we're hiding away in this back room in this church, and we're just like sitting there, and like, you know, you're a teenager, you're like, oh, I hope nobody finds me. But she was sitting there fucking trembling, like trembling in fear. I'm like, she's not scared from this. Like, she's not scared of the dark like this, like she would be for something else. So I asked her, like, what's wrong? And she's looking at the top corner of the doorway coming into our room. And there's only one door in, one door out. And she's looking at the top of the door frame. And I'm like, what are you looking at? And she's like, nothing. It's nothing. And then I'm like, no, what is it? And she's like, there's something up there. And I'm like, no, there's not. There's not anything up there. And she's like, well, you can't see it, but I can. There's something up there, and it's freaking me the fuck out. And I was like, okay, like, you know,
that instinct goes, this girl's not lying. She's not tripping. This is legit.
Yeah, first of all, my first thought was like, what? What are you talking about?
Bless your soul.
Yeah, I was oblivious. I had no idea. And I saw how scared. Oh, hey, what's up, Andrew?
It's your buddy O'Rourke there. I see. I almost sent him a friend request. We call sardines ghosts as a kid.
Okay, all right.
Sardines are from
ironic.
Ironic, yeah, ironic as fuck. But I saw like the genuine fear. I'm like, it's got to be real, because like I can see her respiratory rate increase. She's breathing fast. She's breathing shallow. Wow. And she was literally shaking, sitting there shaking.
Almost shock style.
What did you see? You never told me. What did you see?
I remember it was something that was darker, whatever it was.
Just like a shadow, like a shadow figure?
yeah, it was like skinny and tall, and it didn't have any features to it. It was just completely black, like Vanta
Inside a
black.
church, by the
She
way.
never told you, AJ? This is breaking news. This whole
Sure, I
time.
never told you about
I don't
that?
think so. No.
No
Oh,
shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, it was just like a tall, skinny shadow with really long arms, really long legs. And I remember it like crawled up the ceiling. And back then, there was a lot of like really dark things around my family, not by our doing, it just happened.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of used to seeing the darker stuff. I don't really see that anymore, thank God. But back then, that was more typical for me. It scared me, but I wouldn't say it made me terrified or anything. And now it would be like nothing because I've seen all that stuff so much. But yeah, I can imagine how much I freaked you out.
Yeah, I was fucking terrified. But and then we just started, she started talking to me more about it because after I went home that night, I remember texting her about it and being like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, that's not normal. It's like, good night, I love you. No, it's like, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
She opened up to me about it and we started talking more about it. And like, even before I knew all of the darkness that she was surrounded by, not by her own doing, that she was experiencing on a daily basis in the home she lived in. You walked in that house and you could fucking feel it, bro. Like, you walked in and it's just like everything, like it's like if you walked into a room and it was a child's funeral. Everything was just sucked out of you. You were just drained of everything. You just got
one of those. That ain't that fun. I'll tell you that.
No, dude. So
you're open to this, AJ. I mean, obviously, I think Allie can attest to this. I think everybody has a gift if you unlock that door.
Absolutely. Anybody could do what I can do. You just have to focus on it long enough and try hard enough, and you can do it. There's nothing different or special about me that, keeps me up higher than everybody else where I'm able to do this. The only difference is that I started doing this at a young enough age where I was aware to it for so long.
Real quick, I went past this question. That brings me to Haunted Souls Paranormal. They wanted to know, and thank you so much for tuning in, dude. When did you actually know that you got your gifts? Thank you. Real quick, that kind of ties to what you're saying.
So when I was about 4 is when I had like my first genuine experience.
Back to the book.
Yeah. Yep.
I read it. I read that part. Yep. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
And as far as I know, I've had it my whole life, because even when I was like 8 months old and I would stand up in my crib and I would point at people in the room that weren't there, and I would react to things that weren't there like I would react to a living person. And it's been in my family for a really long time. So it wasn't as big of a surprise to my mom as it would have been to somebody that was never exposed to this stuff before. Like, my great-great-grandma was actually a very powerful medium, but in the time and age that she lived in, that was obviously not accepted or, something that anybody would consider anything but a mental illness. And so she was actually put away in the Peoria State Hospital for that.
Probably get shock treatment, probably get fucking ice baths. Oh, yeah.
All of those horrible things happened to her there.
Electroshock is what they did there.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible.
Horrible. Yeah, it was. And just to know that, that wasn't that long ago, and that very well could have been like my fate if I wasn't fortunate enough to live in the world that I live in now.
Yeah.
I tried to do anything and everything that I can to make it up to all those people before me that didn't get to have this opportunity. So, yeah.
Look at the Fox sisters from New York. That's where they started, even before Hans Holzer and Ed and Lorraine Warren, the Fox sisters in New York. They were ridiculed because they were girls. Girls could talk back then, let alone see the dead. And they're gonna. But look at you working with police on murder scenes at 4 fucking years old. Wow, Allie.
Yeah, it's wild.
Allie, Heather London. Hey Heather, she's a dancer for Barefoot Truth Company. Me and Heather saw them. They dance.
Awesome.
Remember that video I showed? They belly dance and they do scarves. Heather actually joined them. They're going to teach her how to dance. My girl, Heather.
Cool. That's awesome. Hi.
So this Heather is going to be one of the people teaching her and stuff, kind of in the crew. She wants to know. She says hi. She's just now learning. She's actually kind of new to me as well. Only a friend for a week. Just now learning how to find you. So I found you a follower. Better late than never. Can you go about the process of what happens to when a spirit speaks with you? Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you. That's a good question. So it does depend on the spirit and where I am. So in a general sense, let's say that I'm at a grocery store and there's a living person that has their dead relative behind them, walking behind them in spirit. So unless I'm directly engaged with a spirit, they look black and white. They don't have color. I call it spirit camouflage. And it's because they are focused in only on their person. They're not focused on anything around them. But if they happen to notice that I see them, then all their color comes back and they look just like me and you. There's no difference. Like if there was a group or a room of people and there were living people in there and dead people in there, it would be very hard for me to tell the difference and feel it. But I feel it too. So that's how I can tell. And if they see me, the way that I have explained it to AJ is like in The Walking Dead, when a zombie hears somebody, and I don't mean this in a morbid way, it's just what happens when they hear somebody and then they just come for them. That's exactly what happens. They're just like, wait, stop, help me, do this, do that, do this, do that. So that's why I hate going out in public, because it's like I get berated everywhere I go.
It's like paparazzi.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ. And it's not the good kind, because they're not taking pictures, putting you in a magazine, paying you. They're just like, help me constantly. It's like bums at your feet, money, quarter, you know.
But spirits don't look any different than they did when they were alive. They just look a little more translucent.
Freaky.
When I first communicate with the spirit, there are occasions, especially if they're very, very new to being a spirit, that they look kind of I don't want to say morbid, but they look like they did when they passed away. And I'm used to seeing that, and I'm not, I don't ever tell their people that that's how I see them initially, because that's not something I ever want anybody to know. And so that's not something I ever disclose. But after,
look at your neighbor. She had blue lips. Her face was drained. That's kind of like rigor mortis, right? I mean, that's how you see them all, more or less, like.
Yeah, when we first connect, and if they have recently died, that's what they look like. So it's not everybody looks like that. It's just the most recent passings. Like when I've helped law enforcement or like missing persons, I need that part of my ability. I need to be able to see those things so that I can help them find, clues of where the person is or what happened to them. So I am thankful for it in that sense, but it's very difficult to see those things all the time.
And real quick, that's why when she was still taking on mediumship appointments, that's why she had a minimum wait period of 6 months after the individual died. It wasn't only for the living person, it was also for the dead person.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a wait period for both people.
That actually makes complete fucking sense, because because when you're fucking first dead, from what they say, you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. Like, it's almost like Beetlejuice. Are we dead, Barbara? Are we alive? Why am I not here?
It is kind of like that. In my book, I actually have friends in spirit too that hang around all the time, and one of them's name is Jacob Mash. I love him to death. I love his family to death. We're all very close. I did not know any of them before he passed, unfortunately, but he kind of partnered up with me for the second half of the book to share from a spirit's perspective what happens the second that you die until you get adjusted to the spirit world. So from start to end, essentially, in the spirit world, what happens, how it happens, when it happens, everything that they learn, everything that they go through, everything that they see, feel, hear, everything is in there. And I wanted everybody to know what that looks like, that believes this, because it's important, and it's something that I wish I would have known for my people that passed away. And just seeing it from his perspective brought even just me so much peace, because I know all of my people that passed away went through the same process. It's the same thing for everybody. So it was really cool to do that.
That is the deepest shit. I mean, I talk to so many mediums and psychics, and I love everyone. I get it, but some, I mean, obviously, it's like, okay, come on, really? I get it. You have tarot cards, and you have
that in my book too.
Oh, by the way, you do have a sunflower checking in. I don't know her.
Thank
Never
you.
seen her ever. So I got a new listener because of you. Hopefully, she keeps tuning in.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Jessica Gross. I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been with me a long time. I really appreciate her. Thank
I
you.
like
for
that.
Jessica.
Next week we have someone who does, who's also does, actually funny enough, tarot cards, but she makes trinkets and candles, and she does she grows her own sage and all that good shit. So check in next week and every other week. Yeah, she's fun. Heather gives you hearts for answering her question. Heather London, the Barefoot Truth Company Dancers in Maine. I know she's part of them. And they do a lot of cool belly dancing shows. A lot. It's just all women going freestyle to like Tool and fucking Sepultura. Yeah, and they love Tool. A lot of them. They smoke weed. And me and Heather go and just get drunk. I'll fucking take some edibles and just watch them all dance and like half naked to like metal songs. And I really go wrong. I mean, Heather's like, "Is this cool?" I go, "You really? You're the coolest girlfriend ever. Are you kidding me? You want me to think it's cool?"
That's awesome.
That's my furnace. It's not a ghost. It's 18 degrees here in North. I'm a half hour from the Appalachian Trail. Like I said, you guys come up. We'll go the Appalachian Trail. Stephen King's
I wonder what kind of stuff I'd feel up there, honestly.
I honestly thought that because there's a plane crash. A B-52 bomber crashed in the 1963. Oh, wow. 7 Massachusetts airmen died. 2 of them ejected from their car seats or their airplane seats. They both got frostbite, negative 22 degrees February in Maine. Look it up. B-52 on Elephant Mountain. Right at the start of the Appalachian Trail in Greenville, Maine. And they have a big placard. I did a video on YouTube, but it's got the placard. Dude, the pieces are still there. There's tires in the trees and there's fuel still there. They say, don't move anything in memorial. They ask you not to. And Allie, between that and Wendigo sightings and UFO sightings and dude, the girl across the street from me, dude, between you and me, her boyfriend killed their baby. He made the news. Like he's in jail, dude.
Oh my God.
I didn't know that until I moved in.
Oh my God.
I don't really like that. People, she's still there with her mother, but the boyfriend's in jail that did it, made the news and shit. I go, you kidding me? I'm in this little town of like 300 people. There's a murder. It's Stephen King town, man. So I keep to myself. I stay inside, smoke my weed, and talk to awesome people. We're fam. You know that hustle with the heart thing. Me and Allie, AJ, we talk a lot on chat and between you and me, Allie called me one of her favorite sunflowers. That's what she calls her followers. And I hate to see you go, but I respect the hell out of you.
Thank you.
I would never question or doubt you. But I always know that, God forbid, I needed something. I mean, not that I'm going to call you at 2 a.m, but Facebook page or something, I could be like, yo, I need some help. I know you'd be there. And if I needed some sort of thing for Halo, AJ would hook me up.
Oh my God. It's deeper than that, man. Come on.
You don't want to put your YouTube on? Well, you got people, 18 people watching?
I don't have a YouTube, man. I told you.
I know. I thought maybe you would and I could break you. I do that.
No, I don't.
Believe me, if you did, I would share it on everything.
All right. You're a good gamer. I want to plug you in some way because you're a very modest dude, but I get it. You back your woman, and that's fucking killer because you're a team. So the book thing, though, do you plan on doing a book signing or some sort of tour? It seems to be a shame to come out and just leave. Do you want to go like a Barnes and Noble or something?
I thought about it, but then at the end of the day, like I want my book to go to the people that need it the most. And that's why I made it where it's free online to download it and you can just read it on your phone or whatever, or you can order your own. But I wanted it to be accessible to the people that need it and want it the most. And I don't really want to, I don't want to advertise it more than it already is. And just because I just want it to be a humble kind of thing,
AJ.
If you go to the very one of the last pages in my book, there's a drawing of AJ's in the book, actually.
I haven't got that far because I'm trying to write my own book, and I actually asked you for some advice, and you're like, actually, I've been wanting to do it I'm like, how long did it take you to do this book? You're like, about a month. I go, shut up. You're like, but I wanted to do it for like a year and a half. I go, oh.
Yeah.
Fucking ADHD hyperfixation at its finest.
Exactly.
You think so, AJ? Yeah. You think so? You know what Heather puts up with? I go off live videos and I meet people in person. They go, wow, you really like what you are on the show. I go, I can't turn this off. Same with you, Allie.
Really like what you are in the show.
Yeah, it's finally paying off, though. I'm starting to get sponsors. People have donated to my book fund. And I had an interview with New York Times. And fucking Medium Drake wants me to go back to Quincy. He do a psychic fair in this October again in Quincy, Mass. And he paid me last time in Whitey Bulgerstown. You ever seen that movie Black Mass with Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
I've been to the bridge where they dig the bodies up, the Punset River Bridge. I've been there with Heather. I've been to the bar where they have the Irish bar where they fucking killed the guy and took his teeth out. I've been to that bar. It's the Lamb and Fork now, or the Fork and Lamb in Southie Boston, man.
That's really cool, dude.
Whitey Bulger burying ground. Don't tell me you wouldn't feel some shit there, Allie. They buried 4 bodies there.
I'm sure. I feel stuff everywhere. So
Well,
Yeah,
see,
Walmart, dude.
yeah, just Walmart alone is enough.
There's a whole like 10, 15 pages in there just about an experience that she had at Walmart. And that's just like on the norm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
gotta get into this book. See, that's the thing that I don't get, and I think is funny. So many people claim to be psychics and mediums, and hey guys, free pulls, $10 pulls. You don't do none of that shit because it's right up your ass. No fucking not to be whatever, but it's like right with you.
Yeah.
These other people, if they felt what you felt, it's a gift, but honestly, it's kind of a curse.
It is.
You
It
can't
is.
fucking
Yeah.
shut it off.
It is. It is. And I learned quickly that the ability itself is not something that I need to be, hesitant with or feel that like it's all bad. It's the people that I let use that part of me that are just using it just because they can, not because they actually need to. And that's the part I had to learn how to stop. And once I did do that, which I have, and I've done very well with that, because I used to be a huge people pleaser. I wanted everybody to be happy. I wanted everybody to be okay. And when I realized that I was doing myself so much damage by doing that, it opened my eyes, and I've been able to control everything much better. So
I feel that, girl.
yeah.
Kind of like Heather, it's like she's starting to wake up too. It's like you want to be like, oh, you don't want to hang out, and then you just want to sit at home and chill, watch a movie with your man. And you're like, all right, girl, we'll go out, we'll go to the club, we'll go to the bar, we'll go to the movie. But it's like, fuck, I want to stay home. Well, stay home. You
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
We ain't going anywhere if we don't want to.
No, I'm done with that shit. People are like, when you coming to Michigan? Give me $1,000. I'm not driving to Michigan for what? I got Maine. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But you guys want to move to Maine?
There was this is in my book too, but this was pretty significant for me. There was a time back when I first started doing this publicly on Facebook and whatnot, that this lady, yeah, this is Pusheen.
Pushy?
Pusheen.
Oh, Pusheen. Oh, I love all black. Looks like Church from Pet Cemetery. Oh no, it's a tiger cat. Oh,
black kitty though.
I love kitties. I love animals more than humans by far. I mean, humans are cool, but I mean, for the most part, I like animals. Oh my god, adorable! That's a big boy. Look at him. He's all curious and shit.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
She's not even a year old, or she's just over a year old now.
Yep.
Wow. All right, Allie, go ahead. I'm sorry. I got ADD, so you gotta kick me in the balls or something. Kick me in the head.
So there was a lady that I was helping, and back when I first started all of this, I didn't do very much of it for money. I just did it just to help so that I could get established and everything like that. So I worked with her pretty much every day trying to help her with the loss of her daughter. And as a mother, I cannot imagine going through that pain. I still can't, and I never will be able to. And I wanted to do whatever I could to help her. And what I didn't realize, though, was when we're grieving, our brain's chemicals change completely, because it's not something that our brain's ever prepared to experience. So when we do experience it, our chemicals go all over the place, and our brain is completely different. And we have to basically rewire our brain after grieving back to the most normal we can get it to be. And if you don't heal properly within those first 6 months, like me and AJ were talking about, that can do so much damage. That's when people turn to drugs or alcohol or all of these things where they dig themselves in a deeper hole than they already feel that they're in. And so
sorry. We got a photo bomber. Sorry. I'm listening because, dude, you fucking are like one of the clearest. I mean, I'm not being whatever, but like the soul that you have is fucking shining. People are blowing. I usually don't have 18 people watching at once. You got more sunflowers checking in. I don't mean to cut you off. The cat stole the attention. Jim Brown, Tombstone Paranormal. People are loving the show. Such a great show. Cute cat. People are loving the cat. Pretty kitty. Beautiful. Hi, Allie. Yes. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Veronica.
awesome.
So I get that because it's deeper than obviously our soul. Sometimes it is wired like that, or chemicals or neutrons in our head or whatever, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And so when I started to realize that, doing this with somebody before they've had enough time to grieve is actually harmful. And I don't ever want to do something that's going to harm somebody or cause them more pain than they're already going through. And by harmful, I mean you can get addicted to it. You can get addicted to talking to somebody that is aligned to the person that you lost. And I didn't realize how true that was until it happened. And I had to eventually tell the lady that I couldn't continue doing this anymore, because not only was this harmful for her, but this was very harmful for me, because when they don't have enough time to grieve and they're able to talk to them through me, they start to literally think that I am that person. And I couldn't handle that, and it's not healthy. So I told her, look, like, because there was a day, it was Christmas, and she wanted me to do a reading for her on Christmas. I'm like, dude, it's Christmas Day, like, of all days, just let me have this day. And AJ literally took my phone, turned it off, and said, you're not responding.
Yes,
So,
AJ, score.
And so that night, I had to turn my phone back on so I could put my alarms on. And I had Do Not Disturb on so that if I got messages or whatever, I wouldn't get notifications for it till in the morning. And so I got 3 calls in a row, which broke my Do Not Disturb, and the call came through, and it was from a police department. And I answered the phone, freaking out, thinking there was something wrong with my family or something. And this officer just goes, hey, this is Officer Riley with such and such police department. I have a woman here that says she is going to take her life if she doesn't get to talk to you. Will you please talk her down? And I was like, I don't know how the fuck to do this. And like, I was freaking out. And I know why he did it was because that was going to be the only way to get her to calm down, so that I could, or so that she wouldn't do what she said she was going to do. And then it got to the point in the phone call where she just kept asking me to read or talk to her daughter over and over and over again. And then AJ woke up and he was like, what the fuck is going on? And I told him, and then he was like, Allie, hang the fucking phone up. And when he said that, she hung up the phone. So after all that happened, and I talked to the police officer again, I was like, this is what happened. This is why this is happening. And I can't have anything to do with this anymore. As I know right now, she's fine. But it was just like, those kind of situations have happened to me way too many times, because I make myself way too accessible to people.
Yeah.
And I refuse to ever go back in that place, because that's a lot to put on somebody. And I never asked for that. I just wanted to help, and it's unfortunate, but
well, and that's why you're so young, you got a family, but you're not Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. I get that, but at the same time, man, you have your daughter, you have your husband. I'm sure you got mothers and cousins, and you have your family. And for people to kind of like, you shouldn't have that on your fucking conscience. A suicide attempt. I get it, like something, and I get your butterflies love you, and your sunflowers. I always said that sunflowers love you, and you say butterflies because your friend love butterflies, but your sunflowers love you. And even your fucking stoners love you. But at the same time, dude, you're not our mother. You're not our guardian. We can't expect. That's a lot. That's a burden for a young woman, a young soul.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then AJ feels that because he's right there. And what's he going to do? Like, that's fucking.
Yeah. And when I started to see how much.
Tell him to fuck off is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. When I
AJ, I got a sledgehammer, right? I got Freddy Krueger gloves. Let's go, AJ. I got plenty of room to bury someone. Okay. So Heather London does another thing. She's are those things that you have learned to put up with barriers, boundaries for your energy? Looking forward to reading your book. Oh, yes, Heather. Thank you. Another Maine girl's got to get it. Yes.
That so much. Thank you. As far as like putting up barriers or boundaries, I mean, you can ask AJ. There are lots of times where, spirits just show up and like they just come and go nonstop. And I'm like, go the fuck away. Like, I don't have time for this right now. I don't care right now. Like, come back again another time, because, they know what they're doing. Like, they know that they're just walking into a random person's house asking for help at 4 in the morning, or, any time that we're trying to be alone or whatever. Like, it's just. They know what they're doing. Exactly.
Oh yeah, dude.
Exactly. That's happened a million times.
Yeah.
And it's just there are times where I have just got out of the shower and I'm literally standing there screaming at something that he can't see, like, go the fuck away, leave me alone. And I'm so thankful that he doesn't think I'm insane. So
or come in with an axe. Who the fuck's with my lady?
Yeah.
And you're standing there like, But that's what sucks. Like, all these girls, all these guys, there's guys too that claim to do it, and some of them do. No, they're all phony. But the ones that are like, oh yeah, I have spirit all the time, and just we just hang out, like, bullshit. People love their alone time. People love their sensual time. People just love, even if you're not with AJ and you're in your car, you can't even shut that fucking off then.
Yeah,
You're really never alone, girl. And it's like,
I'll drive.
yeah,
Yeah.
I actually can't even drive. I mean, I could drive if I wanted to, but I don't because I don't trust my ability enough.
I'm Kato. Yeah, I'm Kato.
He does but, because I
fucking
mean,
AJ's got a good spirit. You guys are a great couple.
Yeah.
Christina Farner, she donated money to the to my book, and she didn't want to be sponsored on the show, but she does a gems and jewels, and she's an explorer, and she does cards and psychics. She's great. She her in the bathtub. She's in one of those ice bathtubs we were talking about earlier. I believe it or not, she explores like I do, kind of. She says she feels that. She used to be a people pleaser as well.
Yeah. You have to stop pleasing other people and start pleasing yourself, because that's the only way to feel satisfied with life. And when I learned that, that's when, everything kind of clicked. So.
Yeah. It's my girl Heather Witchin. May we all feel the love we need as a child. Yeah, Heather. Yes, and we Heather thinks so highly of you. She shared this stuff. She goes, "Allie's such a sweet girl." She goes, "What a great." She's like, "Can we just see Iris?" And I go, "She's not coming on." She goes, "Oh,
I'm sorry."
I know.
We wish she would have made it, but God, she has been a terror today.
Yeah.
Real quick before I get to next questions and people saying hi, are you worried, AKA, or do you think in any way that she might get your gift?
Oh, she has it.
She has it.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there are times where I'm talking to, like, I'm going to use Veronica. Veronica's been one of my sunflowers for a very
did I miss one?
She's been a sunflower for a very long time, and she lost her daughter Geneva. And
thoughts and prayers and God with you. Whenever you believe in God, Allah, I don't know. You're God. When I say God, I don't mean Jesus Christ, which is fine. I believe in him as myself. But when I say God bless, I mean that lovingly. People take offense to that. I don't believe in God. Well, I'm just saying. But when you sneeze and say God bless you, just fucking take it. So I'm just God bless you. I'm sorry about your daughter, Geneva. May life shine upon you, Veronica. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you as a follower, and of course, as a sunflower, you're obviously good with me. So,
yeah, but what I was going to say was Geneva was somebody I connect with all the time, and there was a time where I was doing a reading for Veronica, and I was communicating with Geneva, and Iris every once in a while will see exactly what I'm seeing at the same time. And she saw Geneva, and she said, "That girl." And I said, "Yeah, that's Geneva." And Geneva showed her a butterfly and was showing me the butterfly at the same time, so I could tell her mom to look for the butterflies. And Iris saw it and was like, "Look at the butterfly." And I mean, she sees everything that I see for the most part. Spirits know what not to show kids. They know what they don't need to see. And as long as they are, comfortable in their form, they're not going to do anything to try to scare a child or mess with a child. There are times where it happens on accident because they don't realize everything yet, but for the most part, they're just like they were when they were alive, and they're not going to do anything purposely to try to scare a child, which I'm very, very grateful for.
So it's definitely an intelligent then. It's not like it's straight up. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you get some bad ones mixed in, but I feel like,
absolutely,
especially with the youth, they have that innocence, that guardian angel's there tenfold. Oh, another one, Rachel King, the Candle Witch, the witch orgy. She lost her cousin 3 years ago, very hard. Yes, Heather just lost her grandmother, even at 94. For God love it, it sucks. Speaking of Heather, I have this cousin, Jenna Fowler. Sorry about your grandmother, Jenna. She's side of this family, so she's my family. Jay Hill from Studio 6 Paranormal Podcast. I'm very selected whom I am to read, because he's a reader as well. He ran into a few people that are sometimes scary. It's tough, like you say, Allie, earlier, you can't really pick and choose. You're not like, oh, just good ones only. So sometimes it's like, okay, we're not welcome here.
Find out the hard way sometimes.
Yeah. Yes, awesome, Veronica. Thank you. And yes, Jenna, you're more than welcome. So let's get into some fun shit. We got about 10 minutes or so left. We can go a little bit over if you want. We already know movies. Well, give me something else besides Spider-Man. Give me something for both of you besides fucking Spider-Man, or fucking give me something. Give me something. Give me a couple.
Halo, honestly. I mean, when I like something, I hyperfixate on it, and that's like the only thing that I like for like a long period of time. So yeah, I'm really into Halo.
What about one growing up though? Give me a classic. Give me something you maybe was it E.T. or something like that, or something stupid like Friday, like the first Freddy Krueger maybe, or was it like I like Steel Magnolias with Julia Roberts?
When I was like 15, in my room I had Freddy Krueger hands on the wall, and I had a Jason mask and like all kinds of stuff like that. I used to love all the horror stuff. As I got older, for some reason, I feel like I can't look at gory stuff as much as I used to. I don't know why, but Yeah,
And then there's Adam.
exactly.
Yeah. And then there's Adam.
Yeah.
Is Mike Myers the man?
I don't know what it is, but
I can see you being a gothic chick, though. I can see you listening to like My Chemical Romance or fucking 30 Seconds to Mars back in high school.
I
With
love
lips.
Green Day. I have a Green Day tattoo.
Oh, Green Day's dope. I never seen Dookie was one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Oh, then when they do the song when they're on the couch and the bulldozer pushes them to the junkyard, whatever. That's a great song.
Yeah.
AJ, what about you, brother? Is Halo for you too, or do you give me a couple? Give me a new and an old one.
Honestly, even in my childhood, I started playing Halo when I was like 6. But
No,
I've always
movies, though.
drawing. What's it? Movies?
Yeah, movie.
You love Robin
Childhood
Williams.
movies. Yeah, I would honestly have to say Flubber was one of my favorite childhood movies.
Classic, yes.
Classic, dude. Classic.
Okay.
And then I think a really underrated Robin Williams movie is The Bicentennial Man. And
I've never seen that.
you know what I mean? It's an underrated Robin Williams movie. It's really interesting without going too much into the plot. Robin is an android. He's an automaton. He's a robot basically. And he lives through the life. Yeah, Genesis Bicentennial Man made me cry.
So it's like iRobot before iRobot?
It's emotional. It's soft. It's it's real. It's not.
I gotta watch that.
It's good, man. It's good.
I've heard of it for years.
Yeah, it's a long one. Jumanji, dude.
Jumanji's a really good movie.
Oh, I got Jumanji burn the yards. Yeah, I went to the South Berwick, Maine. This is the mill when the kids on the pedal bike in the beginning running from the bullies. That mill's an apartment complex in South Berwick. I get selfies there. But but Derry, New Hampshire, or is it Derry, New Hampshire, because there's no Derry, Maine, unfortunately. But Derry, New Hampshire is where they shot it. And they still got the pair of shoes sign on the side of the building. I haven't gone there yet.
That's so cool.
I want to go. So that's killer. I've never heard any of those drop. That's dope. I like that. Let's go with Iris. I know she's not here, but maybe she'll watch us later on. What do you guys got her on?
Dinosaurs. Everything's dinosaurs.
Dinosaur train, right?
Yeah. Dude, you've got no idea.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a mom. Her name was Mrs. Pteranodon.
Yeah, we know.
Dude. Dinosaur train. We know all about that, man.
Yeah.
Dude, she would say without fault every single time, and I didn't even know what this was until she fucking showed me Pachycephalosaurus.
Whoa.
She's like, Daddy, it's a Pachycephalosaurus. What the fuck? I'm like, how do you know this? Yeah. She's
out of here.
Whiz,
she is.
She's
wow. Allie, you spawned a mini you, but she's gonna be, no offense, but like she's already, because she's gonna, oh my God almighty. People always say they want the kids to surpass them. Derry, Alexis Aaron's from Derry. That's killer. All right, so we got about 5-10 minutes. I want to try to hit on some more stuff. Let me see. I want to do some fun stuff though. What do you guys got for destinations? I mean, I know you said you got the kids. You want to bring them to Disney World or anything like that anytime soon? What do you think?
I would love to go to Disney World someday. I want to see the Marvel thing that they have there, like the university.
Studios,
No, it's in Disney World.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I really want to, one day I want to go to a zoo where I can hold a koala because that's something I've always wanted to do.
That's bucket list. And pet a seal.
Yeah. I love seals.
I want that fucking picture. I want you in a koala and I want AJ eating in a fucking fern or whatever they eat.
Eucalyptus of fern.
I fed a giraffe once. That was really cool.
No way.
Yeah, the zoo around here has something where you can feed their giraffes, and Iris did that when she was about 2, and I've never seen her so terrified in my entire life.
The long neck comes down. She's like,
yeah, their tongue.
You wouldn't believe the tongue.
Yeah, they feel really weird.
Black, right? The tongue's black, I heard.
It's like black and pink and brown.
Yeah, it's weird.
I gotta ask, where did you pet it? Its neck?
You could pet like right here, but you couldn't pet it very long because it would get freaked out. But I mean, you just kind of held up the leaves and fed it, and it would like slobber all over your whole hand. But it was cool.
Wow, we're kind of neat. I'd like to see a zebra myself, or of course a unicorn would be kind of neat, or something fable like I love my Harry Potter.
Oh my gosh, fairies! I wish I was a fairy.
I was gonna say I could see you being into mermaids and fairies, kind of the mythical type, sirens or whatever they call them. Even the banshees are kind of euphoric there in Ireland. Oh, there we go. I always go over this. We got a couple more minutes real quick. What's your bucket list locations? Give me one for America and one for anywhere overseas. Both of you.
For America, Maine, and for overseas, I would say either Norway or Ireland.
Everybody says Ireland. Those fucking castles, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Those castles.
What about you?
Yeah.
Overseas, I agree on Norway. And
Viking.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, just the Pacific Northwest is beautiful too.
Yeah.
So is the Northeast where you are too, but Pacific Northwest is beautiful.
I can see you guys go and have fun in New Orleans and Salem, maybe even California,
Yeah.
some of the
Yeah.
ghost towns. I want to
New
see that. I want to
Orleans,
go
I
out
would.
there.
I
Yeah,
don't know
just
if
change
I don't know if
yeah.
I would pick New Orleans.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because there's so much there. New Orleans has such a cool culture, and they have like all the voodoo stuff too. That really freaks me out. I don't know why it freaks me out, but it does, and it's just like something I've always told myself I won't mess with. But it fascinates me though. For
Dude,
sure.
you'd be eating alive walking down New Orleans with the fucking Cajuns that have passed away down there and the witches and vampires. You fuck, Allie. You'd be like a shining light through darkness. You'd be in New Orleans, you'd be like, what is this? And you'd be just walking through, whoa! And you'd be like fucking vampires coming out of the fucking swamps. Voodoo people with stakes, Madame Sharia, whatever her name is, coming out of the second floor. Christ's sake, I love that stuff. Minnesota, is that where you're from? Haunted Souls must be from Minnesota, right? They have a couple different things. They get the monsters out there, different stuff. Smart Iris. Yeah, she's sleeping. She is smart. I should be sleeping too. I took a power nap before the show. So I'm wild now. Oh man. All right. So where can people find you? We're gonna go a little bit over, but I want to plug you real quick at the end here before we shut it off.
Absolutely. So you can just look up Allie the Psychic Medium on Facebook, and my face should pop up. I have a website too. It's just AllieThePsychicMedium.com.
Do you have a YouTube channel, Instagram, anything too? You got a TikTok though.
I do. I use that for personal stuff, but
Okay.
I do. Yeah, I just kind of stick with Facebook and my website for now.
Okay, so the videos that come through Facebook are from TikTok, but it's your
Yeah.
personal, so you can just
Yep.
see it on your
Yep.
Allie the Psychic Medium. And it's spelled just like it sounds, ALLIE. And you guys got to pick up her book. You can get it for free, obviously, but I like the hard copies. I like the shit because you can get it signed. Allie did a nice thing for me there. AJ, didn't Iris do something? Did she spit on her or puke or something? Right? With her foot or something?
I thought about having her sign it. I wish I would have now, but
I don't care. Next time she comes, put it in her diaper and wipe a piece of shit on her. I don't give a shit. I want anything. She's a rock star. I'm old school. I don't care. I'm crazy. I like Gigi Allen, dude. I like the hardcore shit. I'm getting buzzed now, so I'm acting stupid. But I love that, man. I love your family. I respect the hell out of them. All of you guys, like you guys are like,
thanks.
because you guys are yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys live very personal on Facebook. AJ, I give you shit for not posting, but that's smart. I haven't posted too much because and now I'm learning. Now I'm going. Now you can go to my Adam Historian page. You can go to those pages because people are sending me pictures and gifts and fucking videos at 1 a.m. And I'm like, come on, guys, I have a life. I don't know you. I don't owe you guys anything because I'm funny on the show. So I get you, Allie. Refer to your page. Your personal page is that's it. Friends, family.
Yeah, exactly.
AJ too. Smart dude, man.
Yep.
AJ, what's your top 5? What's your top 2 games? We can go 5 minutes over. What's your top 2 video games? Give me your top 5 of all time.
Top 5 of all time, I would have to go.
Boy.
Me and Andrew, the dude that was in the chat earlier, he just messaged me, said he was going. He had some stuff to do, but we play.
You're banned from the land, Andrew. You're banned. No more.
We play DayZ all the time. It's just like a hardcore survival zombie game.
I've heard about it.
Yep.
You just play Nazi zombies on Call of Duty, man. Yeah,
oh
boy.
yeah, of course, dude. Yeah. DayZ, Halo, Gears of War. Man, I don't know. I'd have to say, I don't know, Rock Band. I haven't played Rock Band in forever.
Oh, no. I can see Allie jamming a guitar. You hitting the drums. I'll come sing. Fucking Christ almighty. We'll hit 5 stars all day.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet home, Alabama. I got the main accent. Dude, I can see Allie with fucking elf ears doing a cosplay, jamming out the video games. You must do that shit, Allie, right?
Yeah, I do cosplay, yeah.
Yeah, see, yeah. Did I call? I could see Allie with fucking big elf ears walking around a place. People going, who the fuck is that? Allie out back with a fucking chainsaw going, leave her alone. What's your top couple games, Allie, besides Spider-Man and Halo?
I did just download the Spider-Man Remastered today.
Say,
Oh,
I
dope.
haven't played a lot of games because when I get on a game, that's the only game I want to play for a while. I really like Gears of War too.
Gears of War. Yeah.
There was an old game like way back in the day called Fate that I used to love to play.
Never heard of it. Fate?
It's a default Windows game,
it's
dude.
so good though.
It's so fucking niche. It's like RuneScape, kind of.
1985 called it once you're back on the team.
Yeah, it's like it is. It's like RuneScape.
Yeah, that's good.
I still love the original Mario Brothers. Don't you? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Come on, you don't get giggles, you don't get goosies when you play that song. Come on.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Halo, Gears, and
Cats and Soup.
yeah, okay, yeah, that one too. Cats and Soup.
She got obsessed with this mobile Cats and Soup is what it's called. It's a mobile game.
Yeah,
Basically, it's just cats that make soup, and you unlock all these different stations, and like spent like $250 on it, bro. More than I've ever spent on a fucking game.
Yeah, cats that make soup, Allie. Okay, I hope maybe that's not in your book. We'll have to find out. Cats and Soup, chapter 8. Who knows? I thought you were like cats in soup, like you're a witch and you're cooking soup.
Oh no, absolutely
no. There was when she was pregnant. We were playing Gears of War. We were hardcore. We were playing all of the games, all back to back. And we were playing online, and she was getting so fucking mad, dude. She's like, "These fucking people keep fucking killing me."
Oh, the pregnancy fucking anguish. And you're just like, "Here's a peanut butter bar. What do you want from me?"
I took the controller. I was like, maybe we should play later.
Where are those butcher knives? Let's put a lock on those things.
She's like, no, she's like, no, I'm gonna fucking kill him. And then I let her play for a little bit longer. She kept getting her ass kicked by this one douchebag. I was like, nah.
Yeah, my heart rate was through the roof.
Yeah, sounds about right. People are kind of chiming off here. Thank you so much, Adam and AJ. Love you all. Haunted Souls Paranormal. Alexis, Aaron, great show. Love you, Allie and AJ. And I hope she means me too. That's fine. Don't have to name drop me. Thank you all so much, Michelle Rack, AJ. At Adam, Allie, and great show, Adam. Thank you, my girl Heather. Have a great weekend, everyone. Kiss, hug, kiss, hug. My son was obsessed with Mario flashbacks. That's killer. So yes, thank you guys for tuning in. This will be up with a hard copy tomorrow, and I wanted to let you guys go have your time. It's Friday night. I want you to go relax. The kids asleep. But thank you so much, Allie.
Absolutely.
And AJ for letting me.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
No, seriously, like people are like, well, she's quitting. She's not gonna be on your show. And I'm like, no, she wouldn't do that to me. And then I was like, all right, where is she? And you guys were, I get it, you're busy. So I appreciate you. It's been a long fucking day. It's been a long week. It's been a long life when you have 900 people in your face every day. And you're giving it a rest. And I'm one of the last shows you're on, and you don't even know what kind of fucking feather in the cap this is to me. So I'm forever a sunflower. Whether you're up or not, dude, I'm still gonna be a sunflower. Like I'm probably gonna have
absolutely, yeah, of course you are.
So AJ, give my best to Iris. Give her a nice little hug for me when she wakes up. God love her. Is there anything I can leave out? Anything you want to go? Shout out to anybody or anything?
I just want to shout out all of my sunflowers. I want to say thank you for all of the support that you've given me over the last 3 years. Thank you for being, there for me and giving me a place to express everything that I needed to. And if it weren't for all of you, I would have never helped all of the people that I helped. So thank you.
And she's dealing with real stuff, cops, families that have people. She sees people that are dead literally seconds after. So for her to reach out to humans like us, don't take advantage of that. Don't go to her page and don't talk shit because she'll block you and AJ and I will kill you. So real quick, do you guys have a question for me? I usually end the show with that. You guys want to ask me a question?
Do you have a question? You're good at coming up with questions.
What's your favorite strain
of weed?
Yes.
Oh boy, I liked Mother of. They had Mother of Bud. MOB is probably my favorite indica because I'm a spaz. And sativa is just an upper, and that don't do shit for me. That's like cocaine. I've done that once. Like, what is this shit? Really? Like whoa, cocaine. Wow, I'm fucking.
Yeah, I got a better one.
Downers. Coffee's like okay. Coffee's like fucking water to me. So, so I'd say, just anything that's a strong indica or a hybrid. I like stuff really fucking potent. I don't do hard drugs. I never did pills, heroin, none of that garbage. I drink. I did coke once. I didn't like it because I did nothing for me. That was stupid. Really, when I sang in the band, people used to give me free shit. Never shut up, nothing like that. So weed is my go-to. You can ask Heather. And I love indicas. I love shit that just makes me just zone out to movies and digest Stephen King movies.
I got a better one for you. What is on your average grocery list?
Oh, fuck.
Take me to the grocery store, dude.
Peanut butter.
Restock right now. What are you getting?
Crunchy peanut butter. None of that plain bullshit. I'm not a pussy. I like the chunks in it. I want to taste my peanuts in my peanut butter.
You're a chunky peanut butter type of a guy?
Come on. I like my crunchy cheese puffs, too. That soft stuff for pussies. I like crunchy. You got to chew. The jaw's going to work.
All right. So you're getting peanut butter? That's it?
Okay. Well, peanut butter. Honestly, dude, since my car crash and stuff, and now that I'm like reborn, my funeral's coming up. My 2-year funeral would be March 3rd. Almost March 4th. May the 4th be with you. I've been eating healthy. I love like fruit. Like I'll mow a vegetable. I got a vegetable thing and it's like celery, coleslaw, cauliflower, broccoli, all that shit. You get a little dip, ranch dip, and I'll mow that for supper.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And I feel super. I'll go to bed, and I'll wake up and I don't feel like, you eat burgers and I love ribs. Don't get me wrong, but you eat that shit and you feel like a big, and I don't need a heart attack at 44. I'm hyper as fuck. So I'm eating vegetables. I had fruit all day today, pineapple slices. I tell you, nature's shit's where it's at. Heather's the witch. She's got me into the remedies. I do aloe leaves on my cuts and shit. So to answer your question, man, it's all natural shit and frozen pizza.
Yeah.
I like my stuffed crust DiGiorno's, man. What can I say?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that's about it. I'm just chilling here. I got, like I said, I've got all my little autographs from Nico, my Hellraiser, my little chunk of life. You know what I mean? I'm Heather's in Saco and I'm doing her own thing. I'm just chilling alone. I'm probably gonna watch a movie and fucking I'll let you guys go relax. I appreciate you guys so much. Give the little one a hug for me. Allie, AJ Bennett, Allie the Psychic Medium, guys. Pick up her book, Living with the Dead. First, not only, I'm just going to say first, but she's an author and it's the real deal. I'm a chapter in. I really wanted to get more in so I could talk more about it. But at the same time, I don't want to give it away. You fuckers can get it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Adam.
Thank you for your time, Allie and AJ. Go relax. Oh, I stuck all my books over. Go relax. I appreciate you guys. So
Thank you, dude.
Appreciate you too, man.
Thank you to everybody that listened in tonight.
Thank
too.
you.
Have a good night, everybody.